So hey all friends, here we go. Thursday night hockey between the Quebec Nordiques and the Philadelphia Flyers. The winner of our weekly poll. The Quebec Nordiques would be translated to today's Arizona Coyotes, which is why we're doing them, as they're taking on the Philadelphia Flyers for real tonight. As far as the Nordiques are concerned, we've got Joe Sakic as one of their captains of the team. Matt Sudin is also going to be a player we're going to be watching out for. Owen Nolan and Mike Ricci. Claude Lapointe and Ron Hextall. Adam Foote, one of the defensemen also that we're going to be talking about during the course of this evening. For the Philadelphia Flyers, it comes down to Eric Lindros, Mark Ricci, Rod Brind'Amour, and a local guy to our area, Kevin Dineen, number 11, as well as Tommy Soderstrom as the goaltender here for the Philadelphia Flyers. So starting off this game, as always, we're going to be playing as the home team, 20-minute periods, and the face-off is won by Eric Lindros, who will pass it over to the left side. That would be Brent Fedek, who gets smothered and knocked down, and now that's a good defensive effort there by Eric Lindros to get back, as he now scoops this up, heading over to the right side, getting into traffic, can't do much, and knocking down Mark Ricci. Here comes Quebec into the zone, and almost a turnover, in fact a turnover in the neutral zone, as they try to filter it into the zone, but there's an offsides. Offsides number 1, and it comes with 18:45 here in the first. So Philadelphia and their home white uniforms, the orange and the black pants, and an offsides. Quebec, back then, blue was their primary color. And today is the Arizona Coyotes, and now Eric Lindros here on the ice trying to swirl this around behind the net with 18:15 left to go, no score. Passes on the right side. Beautiful pass move here, but gets himself into a lot of traffic. Can't get the fired off shot here. Mike Ricci now coming into the zone. Passed it out to one of the defense. That's Kerry Huffman, who fired it. No good. Now here comes Philadelphia into the zone. Yushkovich around behind the net now, trying to find a guy to dish it off to. Getting himself a little bit tangled up. Gets it off, and nope, goes into a defenseman. He will spin this away, and now carries it forward. Now, back into the zone. Offsides delayed here. Even spawn, thank you very much for the host. 16:36 left to go. A back check, and losing control is Quebec, and clearing it aside would be Soderstrom. The quick shot, one-time attempt, no good. Lindros carries it away. Now gets it over the right wing. And the shot attempt, no. Not through traffic. And is cleared away by Quebec. Soderstrom has to finish off this puck here. Bad pass. Nearly turned into a lot of trouble here. Both teams clamoring for a line change. Still no whistle in the action. 15-12 left to go. Left wing coming up is Hogue. Hogue now back spinning around the net, gets himself sired up and had a wide open net but couldn't pull the trigger. In fact, I think he lost control of the puck as it just bounced into the air. Now he got the puck once again. Now shot attempt, and it's a save. Glove side hanging on for the face-off with 14:27 left to go in period number 1 and no score. Just underway. That's the second line here. Ruzinski now for Acton coming in here at left wing here for Philadelphia, trying to get some action going. Can't go with it further. Turnover, and gets it on to the defenseman. That's McGill. McGill back behind into his own zone. Getting some tough tangled up traffic here. Gets to Dineen, who gets it back to the defenseman McGill. McGill spinning it back behind the net, and he gets knocked down. And the penalty coming up against Philadelphia. And a one-on-one, and a shot attempt, and no good. And a save on the 6th side. And we've got an interference call against Rod Brind'Amour. Kevin Dineen also going away for interference. So a 5-on-3 coming up here for Quebec. And smothered into the boards. And nope, I'm playing as Philadelphia. As McGill with a puck and trying to pull the trigger. Can't pull, gets it through traffic, and it's no good. And we've got an offsides pulling Quebec back with 12:29 left to go, 1:23 left to go on the 5-on-3 advantage. Lindros has taken this face-off here for Philadelphia, and they win it cleanly. Back around the net here, just killing some time, just spinning around. Fired away out of the zone here, out to neutral zone, and scooped up here by Quebec. And a save on the right side and brushed away. Now coming into the zone, backed around, boxed off the glass and away. And coming in on a breakaway attempt, and a shot, and a goal! Power play goal for Joe Sakic. Philadelphia got themselves a little too tangled up in their own zone, or in the attack zone, a 5-on-3, and got themselves into trouble in a 1-0 lead here for the Quebec Nordiques with 11:28 left to go. 22 seconds now on the 5-on-4 as Philadelphia gets one man back. Here coming into the zone is Ricci. Almost had a good chance for a shorty, but can't pull the trigger, gets it knocked away from the goaltender. He will hold on for the save as Ron Hextall scoops up for Philadelphia. And now face-off is won by Philadelphia. They were trying to get it behind the net and over towards the right side and can't get it through the traffic. Traffic's prohibiting a shot right this moment. And now batted away here by Quebec and away out of the zone. And a face-off coming up here as an offside is called against the Nordiques. As Eric Lindros gets ready to take this face-off here for the Flyers. Yuskovic here comes into the zone from the defense here, trying to get himself a passing attempt here. Can't do so. He's tangled up. And now here comes Quebec coming into the zone, but that's another offsides with 9:53 left to go. And Quebec with a 1-0 lead here on Hockey Night on Thursday night. And here, spinning it around, would be Brendan Moore. Brendan Moore comes in the zone here on the right wing. Now goes behind the net, trying to set himself up, and can't pull the trigger for a pass, and it has it knocked away. Now coming up the left wing would be Acton. Acton here, slow, but gets it over, gets knocked down by the goaltender as he pours right into him, can't get the shot off, and that will bring a face-off to the right of Ron Hextall. The face-off here won by the Flyers. Quick shot, and no good. Nearly intercepted here. In fact, it's now scooped out here by the Flyers. And here they go, around the net. Shot attempt, and a great diving save here by Ron Hextall. He's able to roll that one in. Just a smooth, like melting butter. And now here comes Philadelphia on a 1-on-1. Can't get the shot off, and it's poked away. Now here comes Quebec up on the offense. Coming into the zone. Not much there. As now coming up the left here wing is Pettick, and Pettick loses control, gets knocked into the bench by the Nordiques. Nordiques very physical early on. 7:10 left to go here, and another smashing hit. And an offside's coming up here to take this out of the zone, but 7:05 left to go in the first period, and Quebec leading this 1-0. As Brendan Moore back behind his own net. Loses control of the puck, and that forces Soderstrom to have to touch the puck here for Philadelphia as they finally get out of the zone and into Quebec zone. Shot attempted at goal! McGill with a beauty of the wraparound and gets it into the net here, and it's a tying game with 6:26 left to go. Hey Greenleaf, how you doing? Here as Brendan Moore carries the puck here for the Philadelphia Flyers. As he goes over the side here, shot attempt is no good. And another shot attempt, and it's a save by Hextall. And it's hard to associating Hextall without being Philadelphia, since isn't he the coach of Philadelphia nowadays? Anyways, Philadelphia now trying to get this out of the zone, does not do so, and now finally is able to get it up as they will dump it into the zone. As Deneen carried it forward there for the Philadelphia Flyers. Quebec trying. Oh, Quebec gets it on a one-timer from Sedin. Beauty of a play there, and it's now 2-1. Lindros gets ready for the face-off. He wins it, giving it back to Yuskovic. And he can't do much with it, loses control, and here's Quebec getting it in. But an offsides is called. with 4:21 left to go in period number 1, and the Quebec Nordiques leading this game 2-1. And now Philadelphia called for the offsides themselves, as Eric Lindros waits to take this face-off. He loses it, as coming up the left-hand side would be the defenseman. That'd be Foot. As he loses control, now here comes Philadelphia coming up the charge, coming up the right side, and almost getting it. It's off one of his teammates, as Quebec getting the miracle save to get this out of danger with 3:13 left to play in period number 1. And now Flyers trying to get this into the zone, trying to get themselves set up. Not much going there. Scooped it behind the net, losing control, and loses the handling, and Quebec gets control of this in the neutral zone now. They try to push it forward. The point goes in, but offsides is the call. With 2:12 left to go in period number 1. And the face-off here won by Quebec getting into the zone. And a one-time attempt here is no good. And Soderstrom is going to get this away, but it's going to go down the length of the ice, and that is an icing. Bring it back to Philadelphia zone to the left of Soderstrom. Face-off is won by Quebec, and back to the blue line, but can't get the fired off shot to the goaltender. And now Philadelphia gets control of this puck, but it's a long pass that goes to a player that's already beyond the blue line for the offsides. 1:28 and counting left to go in the first period. Acton was in control of the puck there for Philadelphia. Dineen takes the shot attempt, and it's a save by Hextall, and carried away by the Quebec Nordiques. And shot attempt at a beauty goal. Sedin with his second. And it's 3-1. Quebec. Hey, Justin, man, how you doing? And now Philadelphia trying to get this in. Lindros getting it into the zone, trying to go wrap around, and had part of the net open up, couldn't get it back to the net in time. And this one going back. Nearly Soderstrom almost gave it up and into his own net. That would have been embarrassing. We've reached the end of the first period. 3-1. Philadelphia down. Shots on goal 17-8. That kind of tells the tale for what's going on in this first period. Faceoffs 1-17-5 in favor of Philadelphia, but the body checks, well, that's probably why. Quebec has had a lot of control of this puck with a 40-26 right there as we get ready for period number 2. Holy cow indeed. Hello, Lost Cards fan. How you doing? In and out, 3-1. Lindros wins the face-off, backs retreats into his own zone as Philadelphia will go bottom from left top to bottom in this period. One-time attempt and a shot in. That is off the goaltender and saved. And no further play there from Ron Hextall with 19:29 left to go. And the face-off here back to the defense. Tried to get a quick shot off, but couldn't. Here comes Quebec, left side, one time, tic-tac-toe, no good, and an off-kilter shot there, and cleared away by Philadelphia. Here's Dineen, can't get it into the zone, but he loses on a face-off, and we take it out of the zone here. And here's Eric Lindros scooping up this face-off. Yeah, it's still strange calling Ron Hextall as part of the Quebec Nordiques at this point. Well, I'll clear away my goaltender so he can have a chance for the goal, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, especially since he's on the CPU tonight. And we've got enough signs here called against Brent Fedek. And we'll take this one out of the zone once again, 18-17. Left to go in period 2. Philadelphia now passing the puck around, but loses control on the left side. Can't go any further, and the shot over the head of Soderstrom. Back to the blue line, And the shot, once again, clearing the zone, now having to go back in. So now Quebec has to clear away in order to prevent the offsides. Shot attempt, off the post, no good. And cleared away here by Hextall, who gets it up to center ice. And the battle going up here, Philadelphia finally emerges. Pass tried to go back to the blue line, but intercepted by Quebec. Interception here, and now back to the behind the net here, and scooped up here by Philadelphia. And we've got ourselves a offsides. Okay. Take that out of the zone. Eric Lindros will come in here to try to win the faceoff here for the Flyers. Won by Philadelphia. Carried forward. Back to Lindros. Shoots once and can get it. It bounces off the goaltender, but he can't pull the trigger for the second shot. Back to the blue line. And this one's off the side here. We've got a penalty coming up here against the Nordiques. First penalty power play coming up here for Philadelphia. On the left side here, that's Fedek, who's spinning around, trying to get something going. Can't do much with it, and he gets knocked down, and we've got a face-off coming up for a hook against Kerry Huffman. He'll send the sin bin for 2 minutes. Philadelphia on the power play. And they win the face-off. Deneen now on the left right side, going to the left side. And now this carried down the side here, brought in by the Nordiques, and they cleared away to the Philadelphia Flyers. And we've got ourselves an injury. Deneen is out for the game. How dare you do that to me? And a 5-on-3 coming up here for roughing against Curtis, whatever his last name is. Leschesson, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Brendan Bohr now with a puck. One time over to Lindros. Lindros shoots, no good. And carried away here by the Nordiques. Coming in, no good. Brendan Bohr now carries it here for the Flyers. 5-on-3 for them. He comes in the zone. We got no support here. Lindros on the right side. Misfires. And take it away. Over to the right side here. Lindros with a one-time and save on Hextall. And he will hold on for the face-off. With 13:59 left to go in period 2, 44 seconds on the Philadelphia power play. Quick shot right in front, saved Hextall. And coming into the zone. And no good. And Philadelphia comes in with another offside to stop this clock with 19 seconds left to go. This 5-on-3 is now done. We're to a 5-on-4 here for the Quebec Nordiques. And into the zone. Shot attempt and shot attempt again. No good. And I've got a sneeze. And we got... Excuse me. The 13:04, the shot attempts, no good, and nothing much there for the Philadelphia Flyers on that power play. Some good offensive chances, but they couldn't really convert. And now, battle on the boards here, scooped up here, down to the zone. And coming back here to the other side, and now cleared away. Here comes the Philadelphia Flyers up the left side, and one-time attempt, and that makes it 2 Hextall, who saves it and pulls it away. With no further troubles, with 11:56 left to go. And Eklund here coming into the zone here for Philadelphia. Coming into the zone, and shot attempt is no good, and cleared away again. And Eklund can't even touch the puck, I guess. He just lets it go all the way back here. Quebec coming up the other side, and they get it in for a beautiful shot attempt and can't do anything with it. And it coming up fast is Ritchie, and he fires and no good. And a save. Hextall, he will hang on with 11:03 left to go in the first period. Shot attempt. If you want to call that a shot attempt there by Eklund, I don't know what I would call it. I probably wouldn't call it a shot attempt. With 10:38 left to go. As they will mark it and move it around the boards. And coming into the zone. And battled away. And down the length of the ice, but not for icing. And back to the neutral zone with 10 minutes left to go. And a 3-1 lead here for the Quebec Nordiques. And back all the way to the blue line. And a fire and no good. As Natras tried to get his name into the ledger, but couldn't do so. And now, back to the blue line. Back to between the blue lines they go again. Now finally brought in by Eklund. Eklund here trying to find a guy to give it to. The defense says no. Hextall says no as well. And he scoops it and brings it aside. And no further action on that end of the ice as they go to the other side. No good if there too. As Natras now just spinning around. I guess he's just trying to figure out something to do. He gives it up though to a guy in the blue jersey. Without much else to go on here. Dave Brown carrying it forward here for Philadelphia. And a one-time attempt in, no good. And here, That's what we call a hip check. And a penalty here as running into the goaltender is one of the Nordiques, and, well, that's definitely an offsides. That's what happens when you go a little too far ahead of the play. Brzezinski is going away for the penalty with 7:37 left to go in the period. 3-1 Quebec. Some opportunities here for Philadelphia. And Lindros shoots, scores, one-timer! Yeah, to figure Lindros was going to set himself up for a shot like that at some point in time. It's 3-2. Here's Yusevich here. Nothing much for him. And as he went on the breakaway opportunity. And bouncing puck and finally dueled away here from the Philadelphia Flyers. And now Lindros now trying to catch up to the center for Quebec. That'd be Sakic, who contains the puck here at the blue, now coming into the zone. Fires just a wide to the cage of the right side of the goaltender. And another shot here by Quebec, and right away here, Philadelphia now getting themselves scooped up and ready to go. Shot attempt by Lindros, no good. Getting the goaltender to dive, though. And now Quebec is victims of the offsides. Bring it out of the zone with 5:38 left to go in period number 2. And this one brought down the length of the ice, but Carlos is in front of the goal crease. But they will still consider it icing because why the heck not? So the goaltender, the face-off is to the left of Soderstrom, one here by Philadelphia, who carries it, trying to get over to the guy on the left wing, but gets knocked down before he could do so. That was Owen Nolan who knocked down the player. And this would be Evans trying to set something up here for Philadelphia on the left wing. Shot attempt here gets denied in front by his own player. That might be a burnt donut. That might indeed be a burnt donut. They might have just had a little bit of an incident there at the Dunkin' Donuts tonight. That's why we gotta go to Krispy Kreme. With 4:01 left to go. Disclaimer, Krispy Kreme does not sponsor the stream. And now coming over the right wing here for Philadelphia is Recchi. Recchi getting some traffic here. And a shot attempt is, well, to nobody. And the center there for... one-time attempt. Beautiful one-time attempt there by Rob Brenda Moore, but he couldn't get enough on it to go past the goaltender and brought away here by Quebec. And he tried to pull up his brakes, did Brenda Moore, before he entered the zone, but that is an offsides. Bring it out of the zone with 2:45 left to go in period number 2. Ricci coming into the zone, fired it to the goaltender, and he scores to resume the Quebec 2-goal lead with 2:33 left to go. And yep, that's another offsides, because why not? So now Quebec getting some control of the puck, but Sakic was in the zone and did not clear out before he touched the puck. That is an offsides. 2:06 left to go in period number 2. It is 2-goal lead here for the Nordiques. Philadelphia getting trampled right now by the body checks of the Quebec Nordiques. With 1:30 left to go. 90 seconds staying here and getting batted around and beaten up as Acton couldn't get a guy to give it to. And that's Ricci. He goes in offsides. 1:16 left to go. Ricci there getting knocked down. Quebec getting the puck. And now as Ricci now coming away with the puck and getting knocked down into the Quebec bench. 43 seconds left to go. McGill brilliantly standing in front, preventing it from reaching the goaltender. And now Quebec coming in here, trying to get into the zone. They are able to get the shot, and it's sticked away. And now coming in here, shot attempted to score with 4 seconds left to go. Karkner with the goal for Philadelphia to make it 4-3. And you don't ever want to let a goal in that late in the period because that could give some momentum to the team as we reach the end of 2, 4-3 in favor of the Nordiques. There's the replay of the goal. Anyways, we will take a look at the stats here for the second period, and the stats right now 4-3 in favor of the Nordiques. They are out shooting Philadelphia 31-25, but I think that gap is getting a little closer. Quebec 1 for 1 on their power play. Philadelphia 1 for 2. Body checks are 76 for Quebec, 51 for Philadelphia. And passing, Philadelphia is getting a little sloppy with their passing so far this game. Third period, Philadelphia going bottom up, and Quebec the opposite direction. We are underway. Let's play some hockey in the third period at whatever arena this was back in 1994. As control of the puck here going to Philadelphia. They try to get it away, but now coming up the side, Ritchie, he will fire a one-timer shot there. Doesn't see the goaltender after it goes through one of the defenders, and now it's steered away by Hextall. Hextall would be still star of ours on this game here as Lindros goes in offsides with 18:48 left to go. And Brindamore gives the face-off to Acton. Acton now going up forward here. He will enter the zone, but there's already a Philadelphia guy in there. That is an offsides. Take it out of the zone. 18:37 left to go in period number 3. It is 4-3 in favor of the Quebec Nordiques, who have led this game throughout. Philadelphia, big turnover right in front of the Quebec goal, and a one-time attempt there cannot connect with Lindros, and it's taken away by the Nordiques, who gets it into the zone, but an offside is called. Charge. As Ricci now trying to center it off, but there was a blue shirt right in front. That is a turnover. And here on the left side is Acton. Acton gets knocked down, beaten around here. 17:15 left to go. And the puck kicked away by Soderstrom. Here into the zone. Ricci trying to fire it, can't do so. Gets knocked down before he can pull the trigger. Here comes Quebec. Getting stick-handled here. And now over the left side, Acton comes in here for Philadelphia. He gets batted into the Quebec bench. Oh, almost into the net. That was a huge save there by Karkner, who got the last goal with 4 seconds left to go for Philadelphia, and he just saved one from going in right there. As Karkner now gets control of the puck, but he will fire it in. That goes down the length of the ice for the icing. Bring it back to Philadelphia zone with 15:30 left to go in period number 3. Hope you guys are having some fun this evening. Hope you guys are enjoying the hockey. As Iskvich here coming into the zone here for Philadelphia. Spins around, trying to do a wraparound, but couldn't get it to a player who could do much with it at this moment. Philadelphia still getting batted around here by the Nordiques, and somebody's right in front there for Philadelphia. Keeps the shot from going to Soderstrom. Coming in the zone is Fedek. Fedek here coming in around, spin around here, and has some traffic in front. Can't get the fired off shot the way he wants to. Gets the cup down a couple of Quebec players. And shot attempt right in front, and that was now a penalty coming up here. Delayed penalty coming up here against the Quebec Nordiques, and they will lose a guy once they have control of the puck the next time, or if there's a goal. And a big shot right there, fired in by Acton, and we've got an interference against Matt Sundin with 13:12 left to go in the third period, and a 1-goal lead here for the Quebec Nordiques. Shot attempt and no good. Big save there by Hextall. And Philadelphia is offsides with 1:45 left to go in the power play for Philadelphia. 12:50 left to go in the period. Some big battles here in the neutral zone. This time Quebec comes in on a shorty, and it's a huge save there by Soderstrom. He brushes it aside. One-time attempt. And it's a huge save there by Hextall. And now Philadelphia pushing the puck forward. That's Richie now with the puck here. Gets it over and can't pull the trigger. Hextall disrupts him. He can't get it off. And now Richie getting puck right in the zone. Shot attempt. And it is a save there by Hextall. And it's turned aside. 11 minutes left to go. 4-3. Quebec kills off the power play. Still with some battling right in front as Hextall pokes that one away. And now the defense for Quebec is maintaining control of the puck as they fire it into the zone. And a save there by Soderstrom. And here's Ricci now getting knocked around here. He should be trying to pass it off, but Philadelphia with some really bad passing numbers as they just turned it over once again in the neutral zone. Coming on in. That'd be Sundin. And now coming into the zone is Fedek here for Philadelphia. He spins around. Shot attempt and can't pull the trigger out fast enough. It's saved by Hextall. And Quebec gets it out to neutral zone. We got an offsides against the Nordiques. 9:05 left to go in the third period on Thursday Night Hockey. As Lindros coming into the zone. Or leaving the zone, rather. Fedek now loses control. Here's Eric Lindros in front. Gets Hextall to sprawl down. But he does maintain possession. Lindros turnover right in front. And Hextall another sprawling save. And Lindros once again with an interception. Intercepted there. He will save it once again. This time he will hang on. Oh, no, he doesn't. And oh! Trying to run into... Intercepted was Lindros. He ends up running into the goaltender. That will send him down for 2. Very costly penalty. As now Philadelphia down by a goal. And now could use that extra man out there on the ice right now as they try to come back into this game. Quebec getting in. Doesn't get a shot off right here. And now this puck going back into the own zone. Soderstrom stays behind the net. Doesn't do much else with it. And now that would be Acton for Philadelphia. Getting battered, bruised, knocked around, and all those other things. He can't do much else. And we've got a face-off coming up. That's Fedek coming into the zone for Philadelphia. He's getting bothered and knocked around here, getting knocked down, and here comes Quebec. And they can't get it off to Soderstrom. Soderstrom pokes it away. And now the power play is done. Ed Lindros is back out onto the ice. And here's Fedek here with a shot attempt. And couldn't get the rebound. Brought away here by Quebec. As they will pull it forward now and can't do anything with it themselves. Brendan Moore now scoops it up for Philadelphia, but he loses control. Now Lindros on the right wing. Getting ready to swipe here. Shot attempt, and he scores. It's a tie game. .4:55 in the third period. Philadelphia entering the zone. Stopping right there at the blue line. Now pushes it forward halfway up. Can't do much with it. Losing control and giving it over to Quebec, who turns it over. They... we'll have a offsides, and we'll bring this outside the zone. Here's the Philadelphia now bringing it out of their own zone, trying to get it forward, but turned over here by Quebec. Shot attempt there, and it's stopped there by Soderstrom. Soderstrom just making sure that there's no traffic in front before he gives the puck off. And now Quebec in the neutral zone, another takeaway. Cronin now trying to get it forward, and he... rather Cavallani there, and he will be offsides. Here's Quebec trying to get into the zone, gets knocked down before it gets on over to Soderstrom. Here's another neutral zone turnover. A lot of neutral zone turnovers here for Philadelphia. And another offsides with 3:01 left to play in the third period. Tie score 4-4. Face-off is won. Over to the left wing. Acton carrying it here for Philadelphia. Some neutral zone developments here. And can't do anything with it now. Finally gets in the zone. Gives it to a trailer here. He fires it in. And And it's off the glass, and now back over left wing. Here's shot attempt. Goal! Whoa! Richie connected on the one-timer that got Hextall sprawling from right to left. 5-4, Philadelphia, their first lead of the evening. And back to the blue line, taken away here by Philadelphia. Philadelphia trying to get into the zone. And this one all the way from neutral ice and carried away here by Quebec. They are trying to get into the zone but can't do so. Philadelphia is pinching the blue line real well right now, but we've got it all the way dumped back to the back of the pack here, and it's an icing. 1:16 left to go. 5-4 Philadelphia, first lead of the evening. Dumped away here by Philadelphia. They're going to win the race for the icing here. Scooped away into the zone. Saved there by Hextall. 53 seconds left to go. They are getting it up the ice here. Over to Sakic. Sakic over the left wing to Kametsky. Kametsky here all alone. Here shot attempt, and that is a save, but turned over here right in front and taken away here. 20 seconds left to go. Up the wing here. We got a right air empty net. Can't get it into the hole. Got it air off the post, and no, Philadelphia is going to win this game on such crazy final minute play. 5-4 Philadelphia.